Islands here with rainbows and smiles, spreading happiness to Reitanna. It's for miles and miles. So we have a little bit of a problem. This is a really serious video. Invader Satan has been feeling bummy. And nobody likes to feel bummy. So I'm making this video upon their request, and I'm just gonna say that everything is gonna be okay. Everything will always be okay. They say when it rains, it pours, but afterwards you always get a rainbow. Every time you get a rainbow. I understand that life on Earth is very, very hard. My facial expressions are so weird. There are a lot of people that are very bad. A lot of people who refuse to be kind and refuse to be good. But it's best to remember that there are people who choose to be good and who choose to be nice. And they will always be there for you. Your loved ones will always be there for you. And sometimes that's not your family. Sometimes it's your friends. Sometimes it's the family that you make yourself. And that's okay. If it's your family that's causing the problem, they don't matter as much as society makes you think they matter. What matters is who loves you and who you love and who accepts you. And there are things you can do to take your mind off of it. Don't run from your problems, but just for a little while, distract yourself and make yourself think that your problems don't exist. But remember that they do exist and that you have to address them later. But I know you're strong and I know you're good and I know you can do it. The strongest people cry. The strongest people admit that they're in pain. And the strongest people admit when they are sad. And it's okay. It's okay to cry and it's okay to be sad. Because after a good cry, you always feel so much better. And even though these things can't fix the problem, there are certain things that you can do to help make a moment okay. Like eat candy or dessert or play with some toys. It's okay to play with toys even if you're an adult. I know Earth is really weird about that. Or you can read. You can read a happy book and lose yourself in the fictional universe. You can cuddle your stuffies or you can cuddle your pets and they love you unconditionally. And if you don't have any pets, you can go on the internet and Google some images of puppies and kitties and bunnies. And you can just Google cute stuff, things that make you happy. Google pictures of desserts. I'm sorry that life can't always be that way. But that's why we turn to fantasy. It's okay to fantasize, and it's okay to lose yourself just a little bit. It can be therapeutic. Make a character of somebody who you want to be, or with a life that you wish you had, and live vicariously through that character. After all, why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm doing this channel? And you know what? You know what's also fun? Is listening to some music and singing to it really badly on purpose. And dancing around like an idiot. I'm a relatively good singer despite my lisp and my speech impediment. But it's just so much fun. You sing really loudly. Is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, escape from reality. or you can sing to a song that you don't know the words to, like you only know the chorus. I like the song Even Flow because I can't understand anything Eddie Vedder is saying. So I just like man, everything will be okay. Make yourself laugh. Let yourself cry. And remember that even if it doesn't feel like it, there are people who love you. Even if they're complete strangers online, there are people who love you. And it's best just not to dwell on the bad people who obviously don't even care about themselves. You know, having ADHD, if I don't take my medicine, sometimes it's a really bad roller coaster of emotions. A lot of people think that people with ADHD are hyper and happy all the time. That's actually just my personality. Sometimes it's just so frustrating. And sometimes you get depressed. And I know that because my personality is really happy, sometimes I do get depressed, especially if I don't take my candy. And sometimes you're not hyper at all. Sometimes you get really, really tired. And it's exhausting to have so many emotions. Almost like being bipolar. But it's not quite the same. And there are things that I can easily focus on. But there are things that I just can't focus on at all. But we have really good healthcare and really good medical science. So things are okay for me most of the time. And Kyo is really supportive. And all my friends are really supportive. And there will always be people who are really, really supportive. Even if you don't have any mental illnesses, you can still have problems. You can still feel sad. You can still cry. You don't have to have a disability to feel these emotions and to have problems. Life isn't perfect. Not even Life in Smilesville is perfect all the time. It's okay if you don't want to talk about what happened to anybody. But it's good to vent in some way. Maybe start a private journal and pretend that it's somebody you're actually talking to. Or if there's somebody you know, love, and trust, then you can tell them all about it. Just talk about it. Even you can record your voice or make a video or something talking about it and then delete it afterward. And I feel really better when I talk to Kyo, so he's my rock, even though he tried to kill me when we first met. Seriously, go play with some toys. I'm not kidding. I own a toy store. I play with toys all the time. Always makes me happy. So I hope that I said things that will be helpful. And I just want you to have good days. And even on bad days, you can always turn it into something good in some way, even if it's small. So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell for notifications. And until next time, this is Evelyn, over and out.